Today is Valentine's Day. I hope you're getting to spend it with someone that you love.
Well, we first met on a multi-sport training camp in Cyprus, organised by the British Paralympic Association, while Sarah was still a swimmer and I was a tandem pilot cyclist.
Was that about April 2004?
Yes, about then.
But I don't think it was until I went down to the Manchester Velodrome just after those games that I got to see you a little bit more often. Sort of coincided your training rides to come to the Velodrome. That was a massive detour, by the way.
We're both part of the wheelchair basketball team, and that's actually how we met at a GB camp years ago.
Whether you took the first step in starting a relationship or did I?
I like to think it was a mutual thing. But yeah, we just started off as friends, really.
Yeah, and I think you put me a tea cake and a cup of tea at that training ride.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea that you were allowed to stop for food in the middle of a training session as a cyclist. I was previously at Summit, for anyone who doesn't know that.
Who took the first step? That was me. Laurie was in Alabama, and I just knew that she was someone I wanted to be with. So on the 2nd of February 2015, I said, will you be my girlfriend? And since then we've been together and we have a dog together. We also are expecting our first baby, which is very exciting, due in a few months. It's been an amazing journey on and off the court, and I'm really looking forward to the next 8 years.
Who was the first one to say, I love you? I can't remember that.
It's too long ago now, I can't remember that either.
We're married 17 years this year?
We are,
16.
yeah.
16,
yeah.
17. I've lost count. That's how we're getting old. We're both Paralympians. What's the best and the worst part about having someone as your other half who's also an athlete?
Some of the good things are, obviously, like, we get to share all these incredible experiences with each other. We get to travel the world with each other, and especially as well, you find, like, being in a team sport, if we win games we get to celebrate with each other, and if we lose games then it's kind of like we're there to console each other, and I think that's a really good thing about being in a relationship.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think we've kind of evolved our journey through our career. There was a time where it was very difficult to be on the same team. I think when you're in a relationship with someone, you can be more honest, and that can be a good thing, but also it can be very difficult. I think me as a brand new player, I had a lot of learning to do, and I honestly don't think that I would be as good as I am if Laurie and I weren't together, because she was able to just be like, push, what are you doing? Push, like, try harder. And I don't think if we hadn't had that closeness, I wouldn't have improved as quickly. So, I am grateful for that, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not that mean.
Best part about having someone who's your other half as an athlete is they understand, they know exactly how hard training can be, and also on the flip side of that, they can also tell you when to make a bit more of an effort as well.
Well, make an effort, Barn. Yeah, I don't know that there's that many downsides, really. I guess when you're doing different events, the training camps can be in different locations, or the competitions. That's always harder than when you have to spend a lot more time together.
I agree.
The perfect Valentine's Day celebration. I don't bother.
Well, a lot of people buy each other cards. We don't really tend to do that, do we? I do like a nice few bubbles and a sit down and a drink. It's a bit of champagne and a bit of a toast, and that's fine by me.
Often on Valentine's Day, the past few years, we've been away competing. We usually go to a tournament, don't we, in Japan?
Maybe I'd get you a rice ball. I think when you're an athlete, again, you miss birthdays, weddings, all these occasions, and luckily we were together, but we weren't alone because we had 10 other teammates who we got to celebrate Valentine's Day with as well.
And usually when we get home, we'd treat ourselves to a nice meal, go to a restaurant or something, and switch off from the sporting world, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which characteristic of your partner do you like the most, and which one don't you like? You can answer that one.
The ability that Sarah has to just that non-stop kind of drive, relentless drive that she has, and that's where it goes with everything. It's not just riding a bike.
And my relentless quest for getting you to bake more cakes.
Yes, and that could also be the downside as well.
Yeah, I'd have to go for that dependency and that loyalty. being able to always know that someone's there on your side. And when races haven't gone well, when you're the halves an athlete, they know that instantly. They also probably know the best way to bring you out of that.
I like that Laurie is very funny. She knows how to have a laugh. She makes me laugh and smile. And I do think that, you know, when you compete together, you need to be able to have fun. So I definitely think that you bring a lot of fun to not just our relationship, but on the court as well, which I appreciate.
For you, God, this is so hard. Robyn is like, she's just such a confident, outgoing person, and that's one of the things that I just like really like about you. You're so charismatic, and I think when you're with someone who's really confident, it brings out the confidence in you as well. So, you know, I just think that's really endearing, and yeah. And now for the things I don't like.
List.
In terms of worst characteristic, just messiness. You know, we need to tidy up. I mean, what you can't see behind the camera is it's just chaos. I'm not sure that's all your fault though.
No, I think that's children, to be fair. It's got anything to do with me.
I guess like timekeeping isn't your best strength, is it?
No.
She's not the most organised person.
Right.
So
They said what? They said one.
yeah, but they're synonymous. They go hand in hand. To be fair, a few years ago, that's when we got engaged. She popped the question when we went on holiday in Paris. Some people say, "Oh, did you expect it?" And I was like, "Not remotely," because she sometimes just cannot plan, you know, what she's having for dinner. So to plan like this amazing proposal in front of the Eiffel Tower, like, it's completely blown away.
Well, you are worth all that extra effort that I obviously have to go to organise something. Things that are not necessarily desirable about you. Definitely the glare. Laurie Williams, if she is not happy, she will let you know. The amount of eye rolls that I'm sure they've caught on highlights, they are all to me.
I'll work on the eye rolls then.
When you are anxious the most, is that when you're competing or when your other half is competing?
No, way worse when your other half is competing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a lot harder watching because you actually have no control over the outcome or the actual process of what you're doing either.
I had experience of this in the summer because Rob's competed for Team Scotland at the Commonwealth Games, and I chose not to compete. It was honestly the most nerve-wracking thing I think I've ever witnessed. She won't say the same thing now.
No, I think, like when I watched you, I don't think I was ever necessarily nervous just for you. Because I think you're great.
Oh.
Valentine's Day, it's a day that we can share the love for the people that we love, whether that's your partner, your friends, your teammates, or your family. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and I think that love is something that is really pure and can bring us happiness. So wherever you are, whoever you love them today and tell them. Oh, didn't press play.
You're joking?
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.